I normally ride bikes and fly to sunny destinations, but for a change I decided to leave the bike at home and try somewhere new and also very cold. It was actually that cold and icy my flight from Manchester had to turn around. We got all the way pretty much over the runway, but it was too icy and too windy to land. So we had to turn around, go all the way back to Manchester. The following day, we got a rescheduled flight and we finally landed, ready for a different adventure, experiencing all the different fun and unique activities that Iceland has to offer. This is crazy. Oh, show us around.
Fancy Toyota jackets.
Is it warm? Welcome to Iceland! Oh my gosh, this is so warm.
Okay, so I'll do the last. Do we wait for the second one? Thank you very much.
That was aggressive.
Yeah, it was aggressive.
In 200 meters, turn right.
Iceland! We made it! Woohoo! 88 facts about Iceland.
88.
Yeah.
Okay.
Iceland was settled in 874 AD. Norse Vikings in the late 9th century. Iceland only has one native land mammal, the Arctic fox.
Ooh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, there's the sun. Hi, sunshine. Nice to see you. They have festivals out here in the summer. Still green.
So there are people sat there,
Yeah, down here, and they put a stage.
and then they put the stage there.
Meg.
Snowmobile. So we're heading up to Snowmobile and they've had to postpone it by 30 minutes because of the weather, so we're going to see if we can still actually do it today. It's -7 today. Oh, ball. Look at all those little houses. Who lives there? And again. Hi. Pulled me over in the snow. You're a hectic dog. Good morning. So, as you saw last night, this is where we stayed. Are you ready for the view? It is snowed overnight. And look. Like, it's just so beautiful, like fresh snow. There's mountains over there. There's a hot tub, but it's not that hot, so we didn't get in it. It's a lukewarm tub. We've got some waterfalls today, and we've got one of our favourite things that me and Chantal have wanted to do, which is hiking across a glacier. Doing good driving in the snow. Love it. Definitely black sand. Kind of like pebbly. It's like little mini coffee beans. We are about to go and hike across the biggest glacier in Europe. Got my crampons. 51st, we've got helmets on.
You know how much I love sea.
You have to walk 20 minutes in that direction to reach the glacier.
I might not be on a bike, but I've got my trusty Garmin. I've got the Fenix 8 watch. I want to show you all about why I brought it on this trip, because it's got so many different amazing uses. One of them, I'm recording this hike with live track, so my friends and family at home can see where I'm currently hiking. And the watch is basically like my Edge 1050, but for all these other activities. So when we were going to go snowmobiling the other day, snowmobiling is an activity on the watch. Hiking is also one. And there's another activity we're going to be doing that I'm going to be able to record, and I love having them to be able to like look back and have my little memories, like a Strava and Garmin Connect, like my little diaries. What's that say? Mum's just messaged, enjoy your walk. And that is why it's so good.
Excellent. And you can do that the second time.
Crazy pretty. Wow.
Hello! Blue ice with the sun going through it. And this is quite rare, so I think I'm gonna take a few pictures for myself.
You take as much time as you need to picture.
Oh, thank you. This is crazy. Like, look at the ice. One of the best things I've ever seen or done. Refreshing.
Yeah? Would you?
Yeah.
I don't think you'll be able to see anything, but it's about 10 o'clock at night and we are out. We are obviously in the middle of nowhere in Iceland. No light pollution, and we're looking for the northern lights. I can kind of see it with my naked eye, like looking at it. There's like a stripe. It's not really bright, but I can see like a band. But when you take a picture, it's a lot more visible. I'll put a couple of pictures on there. There's so many stars though, you'll not be able to see them on this camera. Unbelievably beautiful. That's where we stayed. In the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Iceland. This feels a little bit like an aquarium because of the colour, like it's so blue. We're just literally at the side of where we did the ice cave tour, where we parked, and this is just at the side of it. Iceland has got so many views that I can't fathom that they're like real, because they're so beautiful and so unusual. Like, when have I ever seen anything like this? When have you ever seen anything like this? It's honestly just unbelievably beautiful. So Diamond Beach is famous because these huge blocks of ice that are really clear, look like diamonds that are washed up onto it. I did not expect this. Look at this. I know this trip is not specifically cycling related, but I am still using my beloved Garmin, but on my wrist. So for years and years, I have used Garmin on my bike, and actually before that running. And this I've been using all this trip, and I just wanted to share a couple of different things that I'm using on it if you are looking at getting a watch or wanting some of the features that I'm going to share with you, because this thing, I feel like James Bond or something. It's unbelievable the stuff that this can do. I will say I am very proudly sponsored by Garmin, and this trip has been supported by Garmin, so thank you so much to them. But yeah, I've wanted to share 5 things that I have used this for, which I think are really useful things if you are gonna come and do a trip like this, or are very kind of adventurous, or basically, let me get into the feature. First thing is I use it for recording activities. This thing can record pretty much every single activity you can possibly think of. So for this trip, it was going to be snowmobiling, snorkeling and hiking, because you've got all the different profiles and all the different pages set up. So for hiking example, you've got elevation, you've got like compass. Also, good thing with the activities, it also tells you what time sunset is and what time the current time is, and that has been really important on this trip because sun does drop quite quickly, so that's a really important thing to have. The second thing is navigation. It's basically, I see it as like my I've got a Garmin Edge 1050 for my bike. I just see this as like something that I can wear off the bike that does the same, because the maps on it are phenomenal. Like, I will show you a screen now of what the maps look like, but it's so good for actually following a course. And you can send them from, you can create your course wherever, and Garmin Connect, Strava, and you'll be able to send this to your actual watch. I've used it on trail runs in the past as well, and it is just so helpful just to be able to see something so clearly, just like on your watch. And also another really good thing that I like about the navigation is if you've got an iPhone, you can basically drop a pin on Apple Maps and send that directly to your watch, just like you can on a Garmin Edge, and I've found that so useful. The other thing that I really like, especially because it's cold, is being able to again navigate on my watch rather than having to get my phone out every time, try and look where something is. It's just really handy just having it on your watch. The other navigation feature that I like is whenever you're in any of the activities, you can actually look for points of interest. Again, this is something that I don't know whether it was on the watch first or the Edge first, but they've got points of interest, so you can look for bike shops, you can look for restaurants, you can look for ATMs, you can look for cafes, water stops. They're all specific features that you can just basically click and it will show you all the different local points like that you want to look for, which is so handy if you're out somewhere that you don't know. That's really, really important. Third thing I use it for, safety. I love this so much. Right, so first thing is live track within the safety thing, just because I love being able to have my friends and family know where I am and where I'm going on different activities. I've actually got it on auto start, so whenever I start an activity it will automatically link to my connected list for live tracks. It will send them an email, tell them where I am and where I'm starting. Also, the other thing you've got is spectator messaging. So whenever you've sent that link out, the people that you've sent it to can send you a message and you will get that on your watch. Just, if they're saying like, good luck, or like, how's it going? Or, that looks like a really nice place. It's just nice to have that like connection back home. So that's the main thing. The other thing is you can set up emergency contacts. And what that will do is if you press and hold the top left button, it will send a link or send a message, to your emergency contact with your location and that you've pressed that emergency thing. So if they need to call you or if they need to get help for you, which is really good. It's also got incident detection. So if you are, if it's detected that there's like a huge jolt or change in your movement, that will also trigger a link to your emergency contacts. The thing with that as well, you also get like I think it's a 10-second countdown saying, you can cancel it off basically, if you need to. The fourth thing that I use this for is calls. This thing has got a speaker and a microphone. So if someone's calling it, you can press it on this and actually talk to it into, honestly, this is what makes me feel like James Bond. I'm like, hello, yes, that's great. Yes, I'll be there. Or, yes, I'm trying to think of something James Bondy. I've not actually seen any of the films, but I know it's got like tech like this. Anyway, maybe it's not, but that's what it makes me feel like.
Hello.
Hi Katie, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you alright, yeah. Are you doing like a Star Trek thing on your watch? Is that my cameo done?
That's your cameo. Bye!
See you later. Bye.
Again, when it's really cold, my hands are freezing, you don't have to get your phone out your bag, you can just do it from the actual watch. And the fifth feature that I love about this, let me just put it on now so you can see it. This is I'll tell you what, every single person that I know has had this watch, this is the thing that they've loved the most. And I'm sure Garmin are like, yeah, thanks, we put all these amazing features in it and this is the thing that you love the most. It's got a torch on it. A torch, like, you do not know how much you will use a torch on a watch until you have one. It's perfect for, in the night you just nip into the toilet. It's also got a hang on, I'll show you. There's the light I like for at night. Oh, actually you can't see it as much on camera. That's showing white on camera, but it's not, it's actually red. So it's got a red light, so if you're at night and you just don't want to wake up fully and put all the lights on, if you're getting ready in the morning, you don't want to wake up your husband or your wife, you can put that on. It's just really handy. I had it in the car yesterday because I dropped something and I couldn't see it. I was like, I'll just get the light under there. It's honestly just fantastic. Like, I can't believe how much I don't know why I'm getting so. This is the thing I'm most excited about, right? Is a torch. But it is really, really handy and useful. I just like things that work and are useful. I will leave a link to it. But thank you so much to Garmin for just, again, making just... I'll turn the torch off. For making just great products that I use all the time. I am about to now go and snorkel in that. I've got my snorkel activity at the ready. Oh man, it's going to be cold. My fingers feel like they're dropping off. I can barely move.
Alright. It's a beautiful day, so it's going to be amazing. A little tight?
Yeah.
A full service, yeah, thank you.
Good. Look up.
Thank you.
I'm practicing.
This is where we're going. We're going.
Good.
Look at that.
A lot of the things I've done here, but this is one of the best things I've ever done. It is so beautiful and so serene and peaceful and lovely. What I think's mad is that I'm in the water. These suits work so well. I'm not cold at all, really. And then look, just a massive snowy mountain over there, and I'm just in the water. How lucky are we that we get to just do stuff like this? I'll never take this for granted. I just think our planet is just so cool. So much fun stuff you get to experience. I love it. So fun, isn't it?
This is probably going to sound a bit cliche, but this really was an adventure of a lifetime. I did things in Iceland that I would have never have done anywhere else, and I guess I couldn't have done anywhere else because the landscape is just so unique and beautiful and different.